Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic / Non-Classic. This is episode number 1435 and Doubleshot number 1329. I have two DC trades. There's one thing both these two trades have in common. They're both limited series. Yep. First up is from Jody Hauser. Harley, Quinn, and Poison Ivy. An excellent miniseries. This miniseries sprung off the aftermath of Heroes in Crisis. Yep. And plus, they even have a loose one-shot tie-in to Year of the Villain, where basically, during the events, because Poison apparently died and brought back this strange-looking plant creature. So, apparently, Lex Luthor gave Harley Quinn a gift and made Poison Ivy back normal, kind of, anyways. Oh yeah, they also poked fun at the fact she was naked, though eventually gave her like apron clothes, whatever. And then, of course, this is also a road trip series where they run into several people. The first person they run into is the Philonic Man. Yes, the very same guy who is responsible for turning Pamela Isley into Poison Ivy. Yep. Oh yeah, that's something that I just noticed now. Pamela Isley and Poison Ivy. Same initials. Yep. And here's the thing about Harley Quinn. You see, basically, she still had her own ongoing series, which didn't feel connected to the regular DC universe at all. They do mention here about her taking on Manhattan. That was the Philonic Man who did that. And during the course of the series, while looking for the Philonic Man, they run into the Mad Hatter, which, that was interesting. Yeah, who would have thought the Mad Hatter show up here? Great to see the guy. And then they go to Gotham City, where... Did they run the Batman? Nope, they run into his smoking hot cousin, Batwoman. What are here to take out the Philonic Man? And they go to confront him, and turns out the Philonic Man is not behind this. They're not after basically killing Ivy. Nope, it's the real Poison Ivy, who basically this Ivy offers up to the real Ivy so she can reabsorb, and Harley Quinn goes off on her own. Yep, I gotta say, really good. That twist basically revealed the person who was after was not the Philonic Man but the real Poison Ivy. I thought that was kind of weird. Well, apparently this Poison Ivy was just a fragment of her. I'm like, okay, it's an interesting twist. But in the case of Ivy, I don't think they pulled such a before. And not the first time they did a road trip story for Harley Quinn. They also did this for the road trip special for her own ongoing series. So it was a one-shot, not, a mini-series. Yep. Great mini-series. Give the book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Yep. Now, I should point out, though, the artwork here is done by Andrea Melito. But the cover here, this is Mikhail Jenin. Yep. Absolute really good book. Love it. Alright, next up is another series. And both the two series started back in late 2019 and finished up last year. This next one is Freedom Fighters, Rise of a Nation. Yep, this is the 12-issue maxi series of the Freedom Fighters. I believe this is volume 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think so, yes. I'm just trying to make sure here. Let's see, one. Yeah, I believe this is volume 4. Yep, unlike the other ones, now the original one took place in the original Earth X continuity. This one's another Earth X, yes, but volumes 2 and 3 took place in the regular pre-Flashpoint universe. First one was pre-Crisis. Now, the Freedom Fighters are the typical Freedom Fighters you see. Dollman, Human Bomb, and Phantom Lady, who they replaced her in the series because the original ones got killed off in the first issue. Uncle Sam is there here and there. Oh yeah, and here's the thing. Because this is alternate history, what's the most popular alternate history there is? What if the Nazis won World War II? Yep, that's here. And they do have Overman in the series. Overman, in case you know who this guy is, this is the Nazi Superman. Yep. Except here's something, there's a twist on him. When he shows up halfway through the series, They fight him, and it turns out this guy is a robot. You're probably thinking, what? What the heck happened to him? Well, they explained that the actual Overman died. Yeah, he got basically died, so they kind of merged his DNA with, well, robots and made this cybernetic clone. Yeah, here's the thing about this guy. You see, the guy who invented this suit was apparently Heinrich Henshaw. Yes, Heinrich Henshaw, aka Hank Henshaw, the cyborg Superman. I thought that was so cool. And here's something interesting though about this. Not only is Superman evil in this series, there's also Plastic Man. Yep, Plastic Man's here and he's evil. Apparently there's a whole legion of Plastic Men, and they're all like, it's basically a double, it's Plastic Man. Yeah, there's two S's in there. Yeah, this guy's a full-blown Nazi. And throughout the series, basically, there are three Adolf Hitlers. Excuse me, you have the original one, who's actually based upon the real-life historical version. You have his son, Adolf Hitler II, who takes over from his father after he dies. And then we have his son, Adolf Hitler's second son, Adolf Hitler III, who was a very sadistic guy. Yeah, he loves torture people. Oh yeah, and you know how gross this guy is? Apparently he keeps a severed finger in his pocket. I'm like, that is disgusting. Yeah, his father pointed out, like, you have blood in your pocket. Like, oh, what's this thing doing here? Toss it away. Oh yeah, not the only thing he tosses. What's to throw away a key related to the Overman? Who apparently they had to give him like robotic commands in order to have the Fuhrer obey him. Oh yeah, because the Nazis took over America in this series, they do one of the most disrespectful things they can do. Replace the four presidents with Hitler, trying to think what was his name here. Heinrich Himmler, who was the Vice Fuhrer, and what was the name of that guy? The general who died. Let's see. Let's see. Rommel. Yeah, that's supposed to be Rommel. Yes, Edwin Rommel. So, yeah, biggest disrespect that the Nazis can do. Basically destroy the American presidents, replace it with these three. Oh yeah, and change the Mount Rushmore to Mount Reichsmauer. Oh yeah, and also the main base of the Third Reich is in the U.S. for reasons. Yep, and because they toward the end, like they have various different fights with Nazis over the course of this series. Eventually, by toward the very end, the various countries, their own mythological figures become real life, and they basically overthrow Nazis all over the world. Yeah, in case you're curious to how the world Nazis won the World War II in this one, man beat the crap out of everybody and pretty much took over the whole world. Plus, love this picture they have on the cover, which is actually a nod to the actual real life poster that Uncle Sam is based upon. Yeah, it was a World War I recruitment poster used in order to create it. Okay, but before I continue, if you're curious though what the Freedom Fighters are, by the way, I give this book a 10 out of 10. It's an excellent series. Yes, the Freedom Fighters are pretty much characters from Quality Comics, or led by Uncle Sam, comprised of himself, the Human Bomb, Phantom Lady, who's changed names a few times over the years, Black Condor, Doll Man, and Plastic Man is associated with them, but this guy is not. This version is a Nazi. So yeah, it's Black Condor, Doll Man, Human Bomb, Phantom Lady, the Ray, Uncle Sam, Firebrand, Invisible Hood, Magno, Miss America, Neon Unknown, Red Torpedo, the Red Bee, Alice the Spider, who was actually not originally, remember him, is they changed it, they were kind of, the Black Hawk, the Jester, I believe was one of the two Manhunters. Quicksilver is actually Max Mercury, well, Plastic Man, obviously, the Elo Rhyme version, and the Red Bee. Yeah, that's simply put what that version consists of. Mm-hmm. Yeah. At one point, Firebrand was actually a woman. Yeah, this is an all-star series. Yeah. But this series is just really, really good. I love the Freedom Fighters because it's an absolute great group of characters. Yeah, a group of people take on the Nazis, which is so fun. And the way you introduce them is basically an issue of Justice League America back in the 70s, where you have Superman asking Uncle Sam, Uncle Sam, why did you bring us here? We brought you here to help defeat Nazis because they won World War II. Yep. But that's a great tagline. If you ever get a chance to read Just Like America 207, it is a really good story. It's a good classic story, which later sprung off through its own series for the Freedom Fighters, which only lasted about 10 issues to do. I think it was like about 15 issues, where the Freedom Fighters got dispatched to Earth 1, and they got stuck there for pretty much the whole series. I'll probably do a comic history on them eventually, because these are great characters. Excuse me. But yeah, not much to say about this series. It's just really, really good. Also, I almost forgot to mention the actual creative team behind this book. Robin Diddy and Eddie Burrows, great artist. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But here's some sample of Eddie Burrows' artwork. It is so freaking good. I love this guy's artwork. Yeah. And this is one of Eddie's most recent books he worked at DC. Yep. I don't think he's working anything right now for DC. I don't think so, no. Yeah, I don't think he's working anything at DC right now. Let's see. That's not going to do anything. But I think this is one of his more recent comics he worked on. Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything else he worked on. I mean, aside from this one, the other comic he worked on lately was, well, Hawkman. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he worked on Hawkman. But yeah, this is probably better than some of the stuff he did for Green Lantern, definitely. I mean, it's something different from him. But yeah, alternate continuity, featuring a bunch of these group of superheroes, fantastic. And of course, he also worked on Justice League this period of time. Yeah, he did some brief issues for Justice League, which they were actually pretty good. Yeah, it's basically just like taking on the freaking Spectre. Yep. But yeah, not much else to say about this one. But let's see these two trades. They're both good. Okay, so that's it for particular review, and that's it for videos today. Stay tuned for tomorrow for possibly another Comic Corner and my review for 7 Deadly Sins, and maybe a review for To Love or Darkness. Okay, today's video. Bye.